In Norse mythology, the River of Mist, or Alfheimer's Veil, is a mystical boundary separating the 9 worlds. According to the Prose Edda, this river is woven from the breath of Yggdrasil, the world tree. Ancient texts describe it as a shimmering, ever-shifting barrier, visible only to those seeking passage between realms. The wanderer here stands at the edge of Midgard, the human world, drawn by whispers of the river's power. Runes on nearby stones, believed to be carved by the god Odin, warn of the river's dual nature, a gateway and a trial.
The River of Mist is guarded by Hlithskjalf, a seer spirit bound to the will of the gods.
In Norse lore, such figures are often descendants of the Vanir, tasked with testing mortals. The seer warns that the river is not merely water, but a living entity, shifting its currents to reflect one's fate. Historical accounts, like those in the Poetic Edda, describe failed crossings where souls were trapped as echoes in the mist. The traveler learns that only those pure of intent, or cunning enough to bargain, may pass. The river's mist occasionally parts, revealing fragments of the 9 worlds. These visions align with Snorri Sturluson's descriptions in the Gylfaginning: Asgard's golden halls, Jotunheim's frozen peaks, and Hel's shadowed gates. Scholars believe these glimpses symbolize the interconnectedness of the cosmos in Norse belief. The river's currents are said to be guided by the Norns, the weavers of fate, who test seekers by showing their deepest desires or fears. The ferryman, Naglfar's echo, is a relic of the dead, a soul who failed his own trial. In Norse myth, ferrymen often demand payment, but here, the price is abstract, a memory or a purpose. This mirrors Odin's sacrifice of his eye for wisdom. The water's reflections show faces of those who bargained poorly, their fates sealed in the mist. Archaeological finds, like the Oseberg ship carvings, depict similar figures, suggesting this trope was central to Viking-era beliefs about the afterlife. The river acts as a psychological mirror, forcing the traveler to confront regrets. This concept echoes the Norse emphasis on weird, fate, and personal accountability. The Prose Edda recounts how even gods like Thor faced such trials. The visions, lost battles, abandoned loved ones are drawn from the traveler's own life, a test of their resolve. Historians note parallels in Viking funeral rites, where the deceased were guided to confront their deeds before entering the afterlife. The chanting spirits are Disir, ancestral beings tied to the land. Their song reveals the river was forged during the Aesir-Vanir War, a divine conflict that shaped the cosmos. The auroras overhead symbolize Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge, another boundary between realms. Linguists trace the chant's dialect to Proto-Norse, suggesting this ritual dates back to the migration period. The traveler learns the river is both a barrier and a seam, holding the 9 worlds in delicate balance.
The bridge is Gallerbrew's shadow, a lesser-known counterpart to the Bifrost. Norse texts describe it as a path for the worthy, dissolving under the weight of doubt. This trial mirrors Odin's ordeal on the Tree of Knowledge, where he hung for 9 nights to gain wisdom. The traveler's steps must be unwavering. Archaeological evidence, such as the Tangle-Gorda stones, depicts similar bridges in pagan iconography, symbolizing transitions between life and death. A gatekeeper is a hybrid of Norse and Celtic motifs, antlered like Cernunnos but armored like a Valkyrie. Its riddle, drawn from Vafthrudnismal, asks, what is the one thing all realms share? The answer, the breath of Yggdrasil, reveals the river's essence. Solving riddles was a Viking-era measure of wit, as seen in the Havamal. Failure here would trap the traveler as a new guardian, a fate hinted at in runestones like the Rockstone. Stepping into another world, the traveler finds the mist clinging like a second skin, a reminder of the boundary's thinness. This aligns with Norse cosmology, where realms overlap at certain points, such as Alfheim's Twilight Meadows. The lingering mist symbolizes the traveler's dual nature, neither fully mortal nor divine. Scholars compare this to shamanic journeys in Sami traditions, where seekers often take fragments of the spirit world. The river cycle reflects the Norse concept of time, a serpent biting its own tail. As the traveler departs, another seeker appears,
echoing Odin's endless quest for knowledge. Runestones like the Ghostforth Cross depict such cyclical journeys, emphasizing rebirth over finality. The mist closes, but the river remains, a timeless symbol of trial and transformation in Viking lore.